Hey everybody, I'm here today with a video on washer cycles explained. I'll be going over when to use each of them in this easy tutorial. As you can see, this is the knob on my washer in my basement. Now this is just one example of the different cycles that you can choose from. Every brand and every specific washer is going to have different options. This one has quite a few options, but to be honest with you, I only use a couple of them frequently. But it's good to know what all of them are for, because every once in a while you're going to need that other type of wash cycle that you don't regularly use. So I'm going to go over the most common ones that you'll find on this washer and on the vast majority of washers that you'll come across. The first one is delicate. Okay, so as you can see right here, it says delicates over there. For the delicate cycle, it's essentially the machine equivalent to hand washing. So if you are going to wash something that is a super delicate, you want to have the most gentle cycle that you can have with the washer, you're going to choose delicate. It's for something that is a delicate clothing item. The second one that I want to talk about is normal. Now you can see the knob is turned to normal right now because that's the one that I use probably 95% of the time. 19 out of 20 washes in my house are done on the normal cycle. It's just for everyday clothing, for everyday garments. It just gives you sort of like an average wash. That's the best way to put it. And it's probably the most useful cycle. And if your washer only had normal, you would probably still be perfectly fine washing the vast majority of things that you wash, okay? The next thing is quick wash. So if we take a look right here, quick wash, you can find it over there. It is basically going to be the shortest washer cycle that you can have. So if you want to wash something quickly, and if the object or the item is not soiled really, is not stained, you just want to freshen it up, you can go for a quick wash. It's going to save you water, it's going to save you energy, it's going to save you time. 3 super important things. The next one that I want to talk about is heavy duty. So if you see over here, it says heavy duty. For this specific cycle, it is going to be for heavily soiled and heavily stained items. So if you have something that is heavily soiled and heavily stained, you want to go for the heavy duty wash. If something is super dirty, you've been rolling around in the mud all day, heavy duty is the way to go. It's going to give you the absolute most ridiculous wash that you can go for on that washer with regards to the amount of water and the agitation and the time. Everything about it is just heavy duty, as it says. The next one that I want to talk about is sanitize. If you take a look over here, sanitize is very, very good for sanitizing clothing items when you wash them. So if you're doing something like baby clothes or anything like that, you want to use a sanitize cycle. Anything that you want to, anything that might have become in contact with bacteria, you know, some people will even do their bed sheets in the sanitize cycle because you're constantly on the bed sheets, sweating on them and so forth. So with that being said, sanitize uses extra hot water, basically, to wash, and it just gives the garments the best chance at being sanitized, getting rid of bacteria, allergens, and so forth. There's actually an allergen mode on this one, but sanitize is great for that as well. The next one that I want to talk about is towels. Okay, if you take a look over here, we see towels. Towel mode is meant for towels. Very straightforward. The amount of water that it uses, the agitation, the time, it's all meant for towels, okay? And I always think that if you're washing your towels relatively infrequently, then you should put it on towel mode. If you wash your towels after every single time you use them, so you use the towel after the shower and then you wash it, you could probably put it on normal mode and it'll be perfectly fine. But if you're washing them every week, every 2 weeks, then you want to go for the towel mode. Last but not least, the last one that I want to talk about is drain and spin, okay? Which you can find over here. Drain and spin is exactly what it sounds like. It literally will just drain the items and spin them. So let's say your garment is already clean. It doesn't need to be washed, but it is wet, okay? So let's say you have a whole bunch of garments. Maybe you hand wash them, okay? So you hand wash the garments, so they're already clean, but they're soaking wet. You can put them in here and do a drain and spin. It will drain the water out of the drum and it will spin and obviously drain the excess water out. So it will basically get the clothes as dry as they can be without actually using a dryer, okay? Yeah, and like I said, it will not wash them. It's just a drain and spin cycle. And that's it. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.